Now I'd like to ask Mr. Combiz Abdolrahimi, Vice President of Global Head of Government Affairs, ServiceNow. Thank you, sir. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Congressman. It's wonderful to be here. I believe this is maybe my fourth or fifth forum, the first one being in Guatemala. And actually this very issue, I remember since then was a topic of interest to parliamentarians, especially how AI is being used in elections. AI can be used, in terms of weaponizing information. So it's a topic and a theme and an issue that has risen since then and before then. It's an honor to be with you all today, in this historic chamber, and to discuss again a topic that is fundamentally reshaping our world, AI and its impact on global security, on democracy, and our shared values. Before I speak to you as a technology executive, and I previously served, like Matt, in government, I want to speak to you as a son of immigrants whose parents fled autocratic and authoritarian rule in search of opportunity and freedom. And democracy for us was not handed to us. It was earned, it was protected, it was defended by courageous people willing to speak truth to power. And that's why I care so deeply about artificial intelligence, how it's being developed, how it's being deployed. And I know many of you do as well, because if we fail to lead with our values, others will lead with theirs. As you've heard, and as you know, AI is not just a technology, it's a force multiplier. In the right hands, it can be used to defend elections, to accelerate the development of promising new medicines and new medical treatments, and combat cybersecurity threats. In the wrong hands, it can be weaponized to undermine truth, automate disinformation, and destabilize countries. We're already seeing malicious actors exploit AI to spread false narratives with unprecedented speed and precision. Deepfakes are being used to impersonate political leaders, erode public trust, and interfere in elections. In recent elections around the world, AI-generated content circulated widely on social media has caused confusion, has sowed distrust in democratic processes. States and non-state actors alike are deploying generative AI tools to flood information ecosystems with coordinated propaganda, drowning out reliable sources, and fragmenting public discourse. And so these are not just theoretical risks, but they're happening now. But just as AI can be weaponized, it can also be a shield. Governments are using AI to detect misinformation campaigns and be able to respond in real time. AI-powered tools analyze and flag online influence operations, enabling civil society to respond before narratives go viral. AI is being used to secure elections by monitoring threats to voting systems, detecting deep fakes, and ensuring the integrity of our digital infrastructure. And AI is also being used to modernize government services, to streamline citizen requests, protecting sensitive data, and enhancing public trust. AI is transforming how NATO, for example, detects and defends against cybersecurity attacks. Just a few days ago, President Trump visited the Middle East, Saudi, UAE, and Qatar, where discussions on AI took center stage. Countries are rapidly positioning themselves as global AI leaders and building AI native governments. In fact, in partnership with private sector, countries are investing billions of dollars in AI development and deployment, which represents not just infrastructure upgrades, but also an ideology. It's a statement that AI is the new strategic commodity and that global leadership requires global collaboration and global partnership. So AI is no longer a buzzword, it's a blueprint. I believe in the following principles, and many of my colleagues and peers in the tech industry believe in the following principles when deploying AI. Human-centered design. What we mean by that is that AI should assist, but should not replace humans, people. Inclusivity. AI should work for everyone, not just a select few. Transparency. People deserve to know how AI is being used and how AI is making those decisions. And accountability. Governance structures must be in place to ensure ethical outcomes. But principles without actions are just words. And that's why it's important that we operationalize these standards globally through governance and through built-in ethical checks. Many of you are policymakers, many of you are parliamentarians, and I would urge you to consider these best practices as you shape your national AI agendas. Establishing a governance framework. These should include clear roles and responsibilities. Investing in regulatory sandboxes to encourage innovation and experimentation. Again, innovation should be allowed to flourish. There should be a balance. And encouraging AI education, upskilling, and public-private sector collaboration. Supporting the adoption of AI in mission-critical areas, from cybersecurity to energy resilience and public health. And beyond these foundational steps, we should be bold enough to commit ourselves to the following principles that speak not only to policy, but also to our shared humanity. Democratic integrity. AI should never be used to manipulate, disenfranchise, or suppress the will of the people. Instead, it should be used to strengthen civic engagement, safeguard elections, and protect the rule of law. In terms of trust and truth, we should invest in AI that surfaces truth, not distorts it. Parliamentarians can demand algorithmic transparency, provenance of content, and rigorous standards against the synthetic media misuse. In terms of human rights by design, whether it's AI in procurement, in development or deployment, human rights, human dignity must be non-negotiable. AI must not enable surveillance without accountability or decision-making without recourse. And then in terms of interoperability and international norms and democratic values, we should collaborate across borders to establish interoperable standards that prevent a fragmented AI landscape and foster global cooperation through forums like these on defense and development. And then in terms of public transparency, any use of AI by government should be open to scrutiny by the public, by citizens. We should not fear accountability. We should ask for it. We should demand it. But let me offer a caution. AI can accelerate freedom, but it can also accelerate fragility. It can empower civil society, or it can enable surveillance states. And that is why, with your leadership, especially in a democratic body and forums like these, is vital. This is not just about regulating the technology. It's about defending the foundational principles of freedom, dignity, and trust in institutions. And with that, I look forward to working with many of you and ensuring that AI becomes not just a force for innovation, but a force for good. Thank you.
Thank you, Combiz. Well stated.